Hello everybody to another inflatable review. As you can see, the box is not in the greatest light, but oh wow. This is the Jack Skellington coffin, like sleigh. 6.5 feet wide, base fan. There's the stake pack. Anyways, this is on sale right now, $79. Go to walmart.com. And this thing retails for $150 online, so whoa. Hopefully all the lights didn't just break. But yeah. Definitely, I think, worth at least checking out. We are plugged in. So, there is that. And yeah, here you can see the inflatable inflating. Moving it real quickly. So it appears to have like an 80 is my guess. But yeah, here you can see it. Wow, this thing's lighting is weird. Are you supposed to have a bulb? I guess not. And I don't know how those are supposed to go. I guess off to the side. So here you can see it. Again, looks like a different jack fix. I don't know if it's new or not, but certainly different. Here you can see it. It looks alright. Kind of looks a little bit derpy with the eyes, but what are you going to do? On here it says Master of Fright, because you know, Jack Skellington's the Master of Fright. And that's on like literally every Jack Skellington inflatable. Except for, you know, the ones that you can point out. But, yeah. So, like, this snake doesn't have a light, and that's weird, because this snake does. Kind of bothers me that a light's out in it, but I just felt it, and it doesn't have a light. Also wish there was a light here in the, like, skull sort of area, so you could see that, because the, I guess it wouldn't really light up that well, but it would, I don't know, it'd make my, like, childish brain happier. But yeah, you can, like, see, this light is, like, very one-sided on this pumpkin. That's weird. And that one looks a little bit more centered. So yeah, as you can see, the, it looks weird on camera. It looks a little better in person. But you can see the, different faces. That one looks interesting. It's like two squiggly lines coming out from a center dot. How weird. It's got nice attention to detail, though, as you can see. You can see the front pumpkin. That's definitely, like, my favorite pumpkin. See, is there anything on the back? No. That's why they also don't have lights. So, yeah, this is, like, a pretty, a somewhat smaller piece in your NBC display. So, definitely better to get it while it's $79 instead of, like, you know, say $149, which Walmart retails it for. I think Yard Inflatables has it around $130 right now. So so I saw this was on sale. I bought two, one to keep and one to reimburse by maybe selling later on, or holding it, or keeping it. I don't know. Probably going to sell it, though, for $149 once the sale goes away, because, I'm evil like that. Slash, I need to, fund the display. And things like this. So, it's kind of weird. We're in the middle of, like, towards the end of May, and then there's NBC stuff. I, did a short on it, too. So, there's that. But anyways, yeah. The Jack looks pretty good, except for, I guess, the face looks a little derpy. Everything else is fine. This thing, like, has more detail than I realized. I don't think you really get to see that this is on here until you actually get it, because I was looking at the promo images, and you can't barely tell that it's got something on top. So I figured this to be a lot more boring than what it actually is. So I see something that needs fixed. Yeah, there we go. So yeah. that's about it for design. I mean, it's got, this is the, like, harder fabric, kind of. It's not like just regular inflatable cloth. It's the harder type, so I guess that's pretty cool. I really like the vines, though I wish that the print continued till here. If that makes any sense. Here. Like if like this little gap was filled. I guess it's fine. It's just, you know, you wish it was slightly better. I can't also help but notice that this is like slouchy in comparison. It's also not very inflated. It's like the actual sleigh is decent, but the figgies down there are. So I don't know if this will last as long, because it seems to have a bit of a weaker inflation. So again, if you put out your Halloween display later, I think your stuff lasts longer. I want to put mine out later, just to preserve the inflatables for a couple more years. But yeah, I'm getting really sidetracked. Anyways, I like the snake. Sure, it does get cut off, but it's not as noticeable as me and Dad is. But yeah. So overall, should you get this? Time to actually review. Instead of pointing out the obvious. There's like noises. I think someone's trying to get in the garage. They will never get it. That's very red. But yeah. So design. There's a few little nip. Hold on, this might be loud. Hopefully it's not too loud. That's a shut up signal. I don't think they'll get it as a shut up signal. Okay, so design. A few little nitpicky problems. Wish the lighting was different. I wish it had like 3 more bulbs. And it's already got a lot of lighting. Kind of wish that snake had one. There was one. I don't know if it needs one in the middle of the sleigh. That's up to your own choice. And then I kind of wish there was one in the body of Jack, because he does stand up a little tall. You can also see the base fan in case you care. It's right in there. So overall, a little bit sketchy. Also doesn't inflate the best. Well, I mean, the main body does, but like other bits not so much. They're sticking out, which might sag before the inflatable, you know, truly gets worn out. Oh, I want to give it a high thing. What in the world? What? Was that tail out like that? Okay, that just scared the literal shit out of me. Oh, I also didn't notice this. There's actually 2 tether attachments here. Up below the snakes. There's probably ones on the back. Maybe. There's also a zipper right there. Let's go see if it's on the back side. No, so just one zipper on the front, and I'd assume one by the fan. Interesting. I want to say like a 7 out of 10. Maybe a 6. But the details on this are so good. 7 out of 10. I guess minus 1 point for a few nitpicks. For the nitpick. And what was that other nitpick? I guess lighting ticks it down. But overall, 7 out of 10. It's really good, but it's just not perfect. And there's lots to point out, like how I can't help but notice that this one seems taller than the. It seems like its mouth is more open than the other one, or that one's leaning down, that like farther one. There's just a lot of things that seem off, but overall pretty good. Anyways, moving on to lighting. It's like a 7 or an 8. Honestly, it's pretty good. It's just nitpicky. I wish they had way more light bulbs in them and they didn't burn out as soon as they do. Weren't a pain in the butt to fix. I say this like every review if you don't know by now. But yeah. Lighting, it's like a... probably like a 7 or 8 out of 10. It's one of the more like solid lightings. Probably like a 7 out of 10 because I have wishes and demands that aren't filled. And I really think that there needed to be like another light here or there. Don't really care. One of those two places will have worked. I mean, it's only got like 5. I kind of wish I had 6 or 7 or 8. Or... but that's way... 8's probably too much. I think that's a bit overkill. Whatever, 7 out of 10. And value. I want to do... we'll do attention grabber. Attention grabber factor. It's a sleigh. Can use this for Halloween or for Christmas, I guess, if you're the type of person. I'd like to say like that longer sleigh with 0 on the end and has the actual Santa suit on. Sure, use that for Christmas or Halloween or whatever. This seems more Halloween-y, if you get what I mean. Anyways, it's a sleigh. It's not the biggest, not the greatest. Definitely stands out because when are you going to have like a sleigh in your Halloween display? Plus the track content. We'll give it like a 7 out of 10. It really depends. So yeah, 7 out of 10, especially if you're in a smaller display. Always refer back to like smaller displays because bigger displays, you want this would get like a 5 or a 4 because Colossals get like a 10. Anyways, a value. So for $79, being half off is a little bit on the overpricier scale. But seems to have an 80F, I believe. Got decent lights, got lots of detail, is licensed, is more inflated than the 2019 Woody and Bullseye expensive inflatable that retailed for $200. It's a little bit cheaper. It's online exclusive. It's going to be a little bit more. I think $79 is a great price. If you're going to get it, definitely get it while it's $79 because $149. I mean, a couple people got this when it came out, but they like the fountain better because that makes a little more sense than just the sleigh by itself. I'd definitely go for the $79 right now. I don't see it being worth the $149. Well, I mean, if you clearly just collect NBC and 1, I guess it might be worth it. But to like the average collector, what do you want to put your budget on? I don't think this was worth full price. Definitely the $79 something to go for. $130 is still steep, but it's a bit better if you want to pay Yarn Inflatables price. So yeah, what did I just give it? I didn't even rank it. $79. Pretty good. Not too shabby. Keep in mind, it is half off. I went to say, it's like an 8 out of 10. It's pretty solid for $79. I mean, it's a base fan, licensed. I don't think it gets too much better than this, despite me wanting it to be. Because now you're like $20 higher than that thing at retail. Maybe 15 now. And that's just a cheap, animated cheap fan. Which those are always expensive. That's besides the point. I should review one of those so I can complain about that. You know, I'm not ranting like in this one. Anyways, with that being said, that basically concludes us. So I think 8. I gave like a 7 on lighting, a 7 for design, and like a 7 for attention grabber because it's definitely a bit different than more classical Halloween stuff. I guess that is fair. So 7, 7, 7 plus an 8 means a grand total of 29, which just beats the curve. If this would have been like full price, it would have been at like that solid 28 out of 40. Legit, the last 2 reviews I filmed before this were. So slightly better, probably because of the sale. Go pick it up if you are a somewhat bigger Halloween collector or are an NBC fan. With that being said, that concludes this inflatable review. So with that being also said, bye for now.